Sometimes I'm convinced that I'm going to die naked, cold, and alone. Now, that's my name for a weird brain trick that makes things seem way worse than they are to me. Now, here's how it works. My wife texts me in the middle of the day asking me to pick up almond milk. Now, naturally, I forget. I only remember when I hit my driveway, and in less than a second, my brain takes an epic journey of what's going to happen next. I'm going to walk in the house, my wife's going to be annoyed. She will make me sleep on the couch. Tomorrow she'll tell me to leave, and then she'll call me and say she's divorcing me. She'll tell me she's taking the kids. I'll tell my boss that I'm getting divorced, and he'll suggest I take time off, but then he'll fire me. I won't find another job because I'm too old, and so on and so forth, until eventually I die naked, cold, and alone under an overpass somewhere in downtown Ottawa. Does this sound familiar? This is what is called catastrophizing. Catastrophizing is a cognitive distortion whereby we automatically assume that the worst-case scenario is inevitably going to happen. Have you ever woken up with a vague pain in your abdomen and thought, that's it, I have cancer? Did you ever get a meeting request from your boss and think, that's it, I'm fired? Did you ever receive a text from your spouse saying, we need to talk, and think, that's it, my marriage is over? That's catastrophizing. We catastrophize as a defense mechanism against perceived danger. Our brain assumes that if we imagine the worst, we can brace ourselves. But this leaves us permanently on edge, amplifying our anxiety until we can't enjoy our jobs, our relationships, or our hobbies. Well, how do we stop it? First, ask yourself, is the leap from A to Z reasonable? In my example, for getting almond milk, the leap from A to B, A, I forget almond milk, B, my wife is annoyed, is indeed possible. But the leap from A to Z, A, I forget almond milk, Z, I die naked, cold, and alone under an overpass, is utterly implausible. Second, check the evidence. Is your relationship teetering on the edge of disaster? If you have a pain, did you maybe pull a muscle at the gym? If you have a good work record, is it likely that you're getting fired? If your spouse wants to talk and you know you've done nothing wrong, is a breakup more likely than discussing your kid's behavior at school? Always check the evidence. Third, imagine what you would do if the worst-case scenario did happen. I used to fear losing my job, and I have lost jobs, but I always found a new one. Looking back, I hated those jobs I lost anyway, so my bosses actually did me a favor. What is your version of naked, cold, and alone? I would love to hear about your worst-case scenario. Please feel free to comment on this video and let me know what your naked, cold, and alone scenario is. Has there ever been a situation where you assumed the worst and the opposite happened? This has been the Pollock Perspective. Thanks for joining me, and remember, you're not in this alone.